Gemini. So we're going to go ahead and get your August reading. Last day of July, so we got to get these out. So we're going to go ahead and see what your frequency is and whatever spirit the universe want to bring in for you. And, just kind of see, just remember that we can always tweak that energy. It's energy, so we have the ability to switch it. That's why sometimes it's good to have a heads up in a way to know what to expect, so we won't be just triggered or whatever. But this is going to be for the collective of Gemini. Let go of what doesn't resonate. We're just going to see what comes up. So I've already pre-shuffled the oracle. Just going to see what kind of theme or energy is coming up for you. So we have something about letting it go. So there could be something that you have moved on from. You might still be kind of holding on to it, but you need to let it go. Or you could be just accepting it and actually letting it go. It's just not resonating with you. It's not working out, something with that. So there's something of this energy of letting it go. And I love all this green because this could be like that heart chakra, like that tree is shaped like a heart. So I feel like it could be love related or a relationship here. Could have ended. And then it is what it is. So I can hear Gemini saying that. Like, you might be a little heartbroken or upset about it, but it's kind of like, it is what it is, right? So you might be familiar with having a few breakups, honestly. Maybe you haven't had too much luck with relationships. But honestly, I don't feel it's luck so much as the people we hook up with. Because if we're in a lower vibration, then we're going to hook up with people like us, right? So it could be unhealed energy. It could be not knowing our worth. It could be different things like that. And then we have great and full. So I do love that. Great and full. Because that means that, look, you're filling your own cup. So you're kind of accepting this, even though it might have been painful. Maybe it's towards the end of healing. But it could be just that you have been through this so much, unfortunately, that it's kind of like, yep, it is what it is, right? But you are filling your own cup, so that is a good energy. And I do see this green heart, like the heart chakra. So I do feel like you are taking time out to heal and take care of yourself. So I love that energy. All right, so let's get some tarot. We're going to go ahead a little further with this energy for August for you. Gemini, you guys are usually pretty positive and optimistic, so I love that about you guys. So the only thing is that, sometimes you have that two twins personality, so just be careful, that you are staying focused on one goal and not all over the place, right? So let's see what else is coming up. Okay, so we have the Hierophant, so that could be a Taurus. It doesn't have to be, but that's our belief system. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, so that's a new beginning. Makes sense if you're just leaving a relationship. And then we have the Ace of Swords, definitely a lot of energy. So I feel like you might even be shifting your belief system, knowing that our beliefs make our reality, and you're kind of accepting things. So I like I said, I feel like you've done a lot of healing here, and you're starting to see like whatever my energy is going to be is what I'm going to be bringing in. So I do feel like some of you could have realized that you kind of were what's the word I'm looking for? In your integrity, and you knew this wasn't aligning with you. So you were kind of like, what am I doing here? I've already went through this kind of stuff before, and I'm evolving, and I know that I want more out of a relationship and deserve more out of a relationship. So it does look like you shifted your patterns of belief. You've grown a lot, so I love that. And with that comes this new beginning with the material world and even your thought process. So I do feel like you are shifting those old patterns of belief that weren't working anymore, that were keeping you in low vibration. So I love that. And we have this Knight of Pentacles. This is moving along methodically and slowly. So you're not rushing. Even though you might want a relationship, you're like, good things take time. So I love that energy with you, Gemini. Okay. So let's go ahead and see, what else do I want to see here? Let's see what is coming up. Anything coming up for you? Let's just see what's coming up in August. Because it does look like you're starting off here like really good energy. So let's see what's coming up for you in August. This could have been a long time coming, but I do feel like you finally have learned this lesson and realized, we make our reality. So I love that. What's coming up for Gemini, please? So we have the King of Swords. See, that's that clarity. We have the Ace of Wands. Okay, and the Ace of Cups. Oh, yeah, see? And the Devil. Be careful, though. There could be still some toxic energy, or you might want to slip into that old pattern of belief that wasn't serving you if something triggers you. So just be aware. You're doing really well, but, sometimes a negative person, a negative situation, something that triggers us back to that old pattern of belief could come in, and then we resort to those old patterns of action too. So just be careful what you do with that, because you do have this King of Swords. So this is somebody very logical. They stand for what they believe in. They move forward with this leadership of who they are, what they believe in. They have integrity, things like that. We do have this Ace of Wands, but it came out reversed. So see, this is our passions we want to chase, right? So I honestly too, this could be another person coming in saying, hey, you want to go out? And you're like, nope. So I do feel like it could be this person that you broke up from too. Maybe it was more passionate and lustful, and you're just like blocking it. Like, nah, I know it's not going to work, so I'm not going to go for it. But if this is about your passions, what you want to go for, it looks like you might be kind of not going towards that either. But I do feel like there could be like a little bit of healing, maybe taking some time out for yourself. And with this King of Swords too, it could be just, maybe taking some classes or learning some new things as well. So before you chase your passions, or maybe even start a new relationship, I feel like there's some things that you want to take care of. You want to learn, you want to grow in, or something like that. Okay, and then we have the Ace of Cups. So this is something that you're doing for yourself. You have to fill from your own cup. And see that little heart there? I love that. So you're filling your own cup for a little bit. You're doing things that you want to do. Maybe you're going back to school, or taking an apprenticeship or something to advance here. So you can chase those passions. So you know what? I'm going to have to wait a little bit. I have to learn a few more skills. I got to fill my own cup first, and then I can move forward here. All right, so those are that. Now let's see if there's anything to be aware of. Let's see if there's anything coming up that you need to be aware of in August. Well, we did have that Devil, so that's one thing that was on the bottom lurking. So, just be careful with that. I'm going to see what that is on there. Yeah, see, because he's got these two people, this relationship here, like bind together. So, again, I think it might be that person that you're not resonating with, or you're trying to break up from. They could be coming back around. They could be, trying to tempt you, trying to get you back in, something like that. So just what do we need to be aware of for Gemini, please? Oh, we got one. 5 of Cups, okay? Focusing on the disappointments and negativity. Not realizing what you should be grateful for. Kind of taking it for granted. And then we have the 3 of Swords. Yeah, see, heartbreak. So you might, with that Devil coming in underneath, the underlying, there might be some difficult days where you start to, dip back into like, oh, I'm so disappointed that all these relationships haven't worked out. I've had so many and they haven't worked out, instead of appreciating, maybe that was a good thing they didn't work out. You might be in a worse position. Getting back to all those heartbreaks. Man, I've had my heart breaking so much, The past is the past. It's like, moving forward from that, right? So I look at this. Now we have the King of Swords. So see, that takes your power away. Once we go back to reliving the past, worrying about the mistakes we've had from the past, what happened to us, our disappointments, see, it takes some of your power away. I mean, yes, we do need to feel that energy, but to keep wallowing in it and going back to it and beating ourselves up and just only focusing on those spilt cups instead of the things we have to appreciate and the lessons and all that good stuff, then it's going to take some of our power away. And as well as the swords energy is our mental thinking. So it makes us a little confused as well. So be careful with that, all right? That's what you need to be aware of. Spirit is saying, this that's what I feel like here, this Devil could be. It could be the person coming back in trying to tempt you. But I feel like a lot of it could be your old patterns of thinking, that critical mindset that we get into, beating ourselves up. And then we start thinking about all the disappointments, how many times we got rejected, how many heartbreaks we've had, who betrayed us, and then we get all confused and we lose some of our power. Okay, so that's what the universe and spirit are asking you to please be aware of. Okay, So let's go ahead and get some advice from your spirit guides and the universe. Oh, you know what? Before I do, I'm going to pull a couple more oracle. I forgot about that. I had them sitting over there. So, to the sea. So, to the sea could be, water is all about our emotions. And I know you're more of a logical sign. So you might need to really sit with your emotions and see, which could be a little foreign to you. I'm not saying you don't have emotions, but you're more of a logical thinker. So this could be saying, you might need to tap into those emotions, so you won't be triggered as easily when something comes up. This also could be some kind of traveling. Maybe you need to travel a little bit while you're doing this healing process. So you're on your own and things like that. Then we have exchanging gifts. So this is saying that even though this relationship will not have worked out, you both had valuable gifts to bring to each other. Lessons learned, whether it's about our self-worth, what we don't want, learned about ourselves, different things. So you did exchange some sort of gift. It might not be the gift that you wanted, like devoted love for the right person, but you did exchange gifts, okay? And so on this journey here on earth, that was, nothing is to chance. Every person we meet has a lesson for us, and I do feel like you guys exchanged valuable gifts together. And this says not for you, of course. This relationship just wasn't for you. So it was meant to come in and teach you, bring you some gifts, teach you some gifts, how to, maybe handle your emotions, to realize your self-worth, to do a little healing, whatever it is. So I do feel like it actually, too, the lesson here with this relationship was made you tap into your emotions and start realizing, how you feel, what you want, what kind of partner you want to bring into your life so you can love and spend your life with, different things like that. Okay, so now we're going to get the advice. Yep, so look at that. Yeah, so the advice is here. This is a transformation, so be careful resorting back to the past or starting to feel disappointed about the past, because it's time to transform. You are turning now into this beautiful butterfly to transform and level up. So, with that being said, we only hold on to the past a little bit so we can heal it and, do the self-revelation. That's that dark energy. But then once we break out of that cocoon, we are transformed into this butterfly. So this is the stage you're in. Some of you are in the earlier part of it, and some of you are at the end. But it looks like there's beginning cards. It is what it is and all that. It looks like you might be towards the middle or the end part of this. So this is you transforming. And, also I feel like this could be saying that, but maybe that'll all be wrapped up. You'll have your class or whatever you're doing. You'll be healed. You'll feel good. And even by this Scorpio season, you might end up meeting the person that you were meant to be with. Your soulmate. I don't really like that name, soulmate. The person that you're aligned with, that's going to have your back. It's going to be unconditional love for both of you. Things like that. It could be Scorpio season. So that is usually the end of October and the beginning of November. All right. We do have that Ace of Swords. So gaining that clarity, realizing, becoming more clear on, the partner you want, the life you want, what you need to do, starting that new beginning with that. So with that card being where the advice is, I feel like, see, the advice is, you might not be seeing something clearly. So pay attention, because you're going to get clarity on this situation. So even if you are a little confused, when we're going through that healing and something just happened, it takes some time, but you have to be more willing. So if you are going to start focusing back on those 5 of Cups, those disappointments and what went wrong and why didn't this work out, you're going to miss this information that's coming in that's going to bring this clarity, this revelation to you, okay? Because you're going to be blindfolded because you're too focused on what didn't happen and why didn't this and how come it's always me, So it's the universe, the spirit are telling you here, it's time to let go of that past. And you did have that card, let go. It's time. If you've done all the healing you need, you're feeling good about it, and that wasn't the right person, it's time to let it go. Let it go and, move forward. All right? No more going back to the past, questioning it and wondering why and how come and all that. It's not worth it. Yeah. See, this is perseverance. You've gotten through a lot and you're stronger for it. You wouldn't be the person you are today without all the experiences you've had, right? So now, yeah, see, this is now some kind of balanced energy. So there could be some energy too that you need to balance out. It could be that twin energy, but this also could be that masculine and feminine side. So I do feel like the universe here is saying, you had this opportunity to tap into your emotions a little bit. So now you are balancing out this masculine and feminine energy, and everybody has masculine and feminine energy. So maybe before you were too in your masculine and too aggressive and, wasn't very compassionate or didn't trust your intuition. But now with this relationship, it's helped you tap into that. Yes. So then we're going to take action towards our intentions here. So I do feel like a lot of you, you might not be thinking about relationships right now. You might have thought like, this is the ideal person I want, but I'm going to work on myself a little bit, work on my career, whatever. And if it happens, it happens. It is what it is, right? That energy. But I do feel like, since you are raising your vibration here, I do feel like with that where is it? The death card again. It could be around Scorpio season, like Halloween into close to Thanksgiving. You could be meeting someone that's going to be more in alignment with you. Okay, so on the bottom, yeah, and it could be someone from your past. Maybe you had a relationship in the past that you kind of the one guy that got away, or it could be just somebody you knew from your younger days and they're coming back in, that you never really dated and you just always got along really well. It could be something from that. But I do feel like with this too, it could be someone that you've went through lifetimes together that you've always been a soulmate with, and they could be coming back in. So that is your message, Gemini. I appreciate you being here and the support. If you have already subscribed, thank you so much. If not, I hope you consider doing so, and I wish you an amazing August. Thanks for watching. Take care.